How's it going, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. So as you see here, this is the Agilite K0 plate carrier along with an HRT placard. This is my active duty plate carrier that I use pretty much every single day. And I've been using it for about a year now, but there is one small upgrade that I highly recommend you guys look into that I didn't really think I needed it, but then I finally got it and it works out extremely well. And it's really simple, really cheap. It's actually just a piece of Tigris made by JTAC Solutions. This is a J-hook. So funny enough, you don't really need this, but it, in my opinion, will help a little bit. They're pretty cheap. They're like 10 bucks for the pair, as you see, and they are hangers. They hang your placards off of this, but extremely thin. So typically what we're used to is a buckle like this, right? Pretty thick, and it works. Don't get me wrong. If you have these and you don't want to upgrade to this, it's fine. It's gonna work just fine. It's easier to do kind of a quick, you can clip these off and then flip on a different placard if you want. But what I've always noticed is getting out off your other magazines is when you want to pull your magazine out, sometimes they'll get caught on this. So you have to push away just a little bit, and it's honestly not that big of a deal at all. But this eliminates that extra bulk, as in the thickness, right? Because you're going from something like this to something extremely thin, and it does the same thing. I think these are about 10 bucks. I've been running them for a year. I've low crawled. I have coworkers that also use this same exact system, and they were probably more brutal than I was on it, and it just works. There's not a lot of like load bearing on this, and Tigris is really good at certain like pulling. It's not really good at tearing, just because of like the structure and how it's built and everything like that. But I use these honestly every single day for a year, and I've had no issues. And it's nice because it sits flat. So if you have other items, especially when I was running my ATAC system, I couldn't think of it. It's nice because these buckles, the bigger ones like this, used to kind of get in the way of the ATAC system. But I recently took these off recently took off the ATAC system a little while ago, getting upgrade here pretty soon, hopefully. But these are pretty cool, and I recommend them. No, I do not make any money off this this product. So you buy 10,000 of them. I don't see any kickbacks. The company has no idea I'm talking about this. It's just something cool and interesting. Now, if you don't like the kind of carbon fiber look, you can always just grab a rattle can, hose it down, right? And now you're off to a different color to kind of take that shine a little bit away. I've just been running them raw just for, the kind of the visual aspect, is in like, hey, they're there, people ask me about them, and they kind of show a little bit more, and they're honestly all not that terribly shiny. It is in this light, but you just rattle can them, and I'm gonna do that here pretty much immediately after this review, because I wanted to let y'all see this in a raw kind of footage, or at least to actually see them up close. So really nice. I really like these. They're kind of, I wouldn't say a pain to put on, but they're just the typical hooks and everything like that. I'll just throw one on real quick just so you guys can kind of see what the process is. Not that difficult. Hey, there it is. I would probably take, if I were you, the placard off because it's kind of coming apart, so it's going to be a little more difficult to put this on. So I am not doing it the right way, and I may not even be able to get this on right here, but I can give it a try just so you guys can see it. But again, I think it's fairly worthwhile, and it is fairly cheap. We're talking 10 bucks or so. Probably got to get forceps. These things come in handy a lot when you're doing molly, because you can get up inside, the backside, and then you can just kind of twist these around. I use these all the time. There you go. And now both of them are on. Really super slick, really nice, especially if you're running comms or something like that. It just takes that extra bulk out of it. Super cheap. So simple upgrade. I recommend it. Go ahead, take a look at them. Again, I make no money. It's just something cool that I've been running, and I like the premise of it, and it works really well. It's like it solves a solution that I didn't even know that I had a problem for. But if you guys like the buckles and want that quick action, then that's fine. Just keep running them. It's just another option out there. Run whatever you guys like. It's your carriers. Have fun with it, and you know, make sure they work for you. Don't just copy me because you see it. Just run whatever works for you. That's my recommendation. METTC. Ha, threw that in the video. Other than that, we have PayPal, we have Patreon. Also, we are on Rumble as well, so go take a look at that. We have more, you know, spicy stuff about pew-pews and things that YouTube technically doesn't like. So we're not transitioning, it's just another opportunity that you might see other videos that I don't post here on YouTube is gonna go over to that platform. So go ahead and take a look at that. Other than that, like, subscribe, greatly appreciate it, and the subscribe helps me, and I hope y'all have a great day.